out the interview I did with Mike Mass. It was super insightful. Mike is so knowledgeable about the Tampa hip-hop scene. He has so many different ideas for the music industry at large that I'm super blessed and honored to be able to have sat down with him. Unfortunately, my audio wasn't working too well, so I had to replace my audio with the black tiles. But at the end of the day, that didn't take away from, Mike's insights. So again, super blessed to have had Mike on the platform. Also, our email list is now up. So on our website, hiddengemstpa.com, you're going to be able to see all the different media that we have, from the interviews to the seminars, all the different events we have coming up. And now you'll be able to join that email list. And on that email list, you'll be able to get insights into what we have coming up in the future, different events we have. You'll be able to keep up with us via the blogs that we write. And we're going to have all the live stream access on the email list as well. So if you get a chance, please check out the email list. Check out our website, www.hiddengemstpa.com, for all the information. Again, this interview is amazing. Thank you guys for checking it out, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I think people need to start to understand how the consumer market works. Rappers, in comparison to other artists and other genres of music, have egos that are different. Rap music or hip hop music is not used necessarily as background music for anything. You know what I mean? So you can go to a bar and see somebody playing the guitar, and it's not the main attraction of the night, but that guy's getting paid for that time. You know what I'm saying? But when they're not playing, what are they playing in the bar? They're playing hip hop in the bar, right? So how do we find a way to get live hip hop in the places where there's live indie music? You know what I'm saying? The way we do that is by removing the stigma of hip hop as creating a dangerous environment. You know what I'm saying? So once you remove the dangerous aspect of hip hop and it becomes now a representation of culture, you can then add it and attach it to things like art, to things like culinary, to things like fashion. And it becomes something that enhances or makes those aspects even better. There's always going to be a following for music, but there's only so many times the same 30 people can come to shows. You know what I mean? The only way to make sure that different people come out and that you're introducing yourself to new markets is to switch up the artists that are performing, the artists that are involved, to switch up the formats, the genres, and to open up, the scene to as many potential people with different crowds as possible. So that can be from vending handmade items to being somebody who just prints t-shirts to, anything. Anybody that has a group of people that is interested in the culture is a potential person that will be at your show. And that's how we need to start treating music as a marketing machine. You know what I mean? What I was saying more so was that art has been used as an attachment to music shows in Tampa, so much so that it's taking away from the art scene as its own individual scene. So we want to focus on presenting art without attaching it to the musical artists per se, because we want the artists to stand on their own as their own names and with their own craft, because that does work. Mixing music and art together does work. But if it only benefits the musicians and it doesn't benefit the visual artists, then that's when you kind of have to make sure that you highlight the art scene, equally and fairly as much as you do the music scene. Well, responsibility is a tricky word, bro. Nobody has a responsibility to do anything. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the problem with this generation of musicians and artists. They feel like you have to do this and you're supposed to do this. Nobody's supposed to do nothing, bro. This is a love industry. So if you want to see something happen, then you got to make it happen. Shout out to Creative Loafing, because when I have stuff going on, I just holler at them and tell them what I got going on. Whether or not they cover it is based on whether or not they feel like it's cool or they're interested or it's interesting. And it's not their responsibility to cover anything. It's our responsibility to be dope. You know what I'm saying? It's our responsibility to be dope. If they're not covering you, you're not dope. Get doper. It's like everybody's skipping the easy step to try to learn a bunch of stupid ass internet marketing shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're going and doing all this paid advertising and all this like blockchain, blah, blah, blah. Like motherfuckers didn't even do a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing all this and you haven't even performed on a stage? You know what I'm saying? You spending hundreds of dollars in the studio recording music for who? Who's gonna listen to it? Who's gonna want to see you perform? Have you created a fan base that actually cares whether you drop music or not? That's the big deal. And music is not like you just put it out and automatically people just find it. You know what I mean? It's like, I was talking to my mans yesterday. It's a good analogy. When it comes to the music industry, you can start your own burger shop or you can work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you work at McDonald's, you have to serve McDonald's food. You know what I'm saying? But you're still getting paid. But they telling you how they make this shit. You know what I'm saying? When you open an own burger spot, is it going to make as much money as McDonald's? Absolutely not. Nowhere near close. But are you going to own it all? Are you going to run it all? Is it going to be your responsibility? Do you have full creative control of the menu? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that the music industry is still this fairy tale world where some label head sees you and thinks you're amazing and then signs you on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way it is. It's never really been that way, honestly. If you build it, they will come, bro. Like, I know that I'm going to go to some dope hip hop shit. So if I throw some dope hip hop shit, the people who want to go to dope hip hop shit will go to dope hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I find them. You know what I'm saying? When we throw hip hop shows, the people that come to hip hop shows are people who like hip hop, period. The people who don't come to the shows are people I don't give a shit about because they're not contributing in any way to the local scene by not being there. You know what I'm saying? Any artist that is doing music but doesn't go out is wasting their time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I always tell people, bro, like, all right, so this is the analogy I give everybody, right? You're sitting in a room and it's dark and you're sitting in a chair and on the wall, there's a light switch. You know what I'm saying? Now you want the lights to be on. What are you going to do? Are you going to manifest them on? Are you going to believe in them coming on? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna marketing plan the lights to come on? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna do a Facebook post? Hey, should I do this with the lights or should I not do this? No. You know what you're gonna do? What do you do? Tell me.
Turn the lights on.
You get up out the fucking chair and you turn the light switch on.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
This middle step is what's holding everybody back from actually being artists. I tell artists, I hear them complain all day on social media about like, how do I get a scene? Why don't you be where niggas already doing it at? That's the logical, smart thing to do would be, if you want to do something, go where people are doing it. And then you will be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Watch the professionals do it. Be where they are. Hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? And then learn how to move in the industry. You know, it's all about moving in the industry. If you have great music and it's on the internet and then somebody calls you into their office to perform it live and you suck live, it's a complete waste of time for you to have good music if you can't perform it well. You know what I'm saying? People forget that hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is a culture. It's not a job market. So like, when I say hip hop, I mean the hip hop that we do. It's timeless. It doesn't go out of style. You know what I'm saying? It's not trendy. It's ingrained in the soul of anybody that's in the world that is in a impoverished urban environment, or even somebody or anybody. The breakdance scene in Asia is huge. You know what I'm saying? They don't like, the artists here chase trends. You know what I'm saying? A trend is not a culture. You feel what I'm saying? So if you chase trends, then you're forced to adapt the new trend after whatever trend you're chasing now ends. That does not make you a tastemaker. You know what I'm saying? A tastemaker is somebody who sets the trends, not somebody who follows the trends in hopes to capitalize off of other people's ideas. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're in the boom bap hip hop market, there's nowhere in the world that you can't go because the world loves hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I didn't reach out to anybody to work with Marcin Natali. He reached out to me because he works with Spanatola, who runs a collective called Beat Fanatic. Beat Fanatic is a coalition of producers from all around the world, and he started it. Crisis is part of that team. Ill Mind is part of Beat Fanatic. Kelikovsky, who's Jordan Lucas' producer, he's producing on my album. He's part of Beat Fanatic. You know what I mean? These are guys, like, this is a Tampa-based music, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all Tampa-based. But if niggas went out to shows, then maybe they would have met him. You know what I'm saying? If niggas went out to open mics and perform, then maybe people would know that they're actively musicians. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to keep saying, that's the theme of this whole conversation is niggas need to get the fuck out the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There is no such thing as a quick come up unless you completely give up full creative control to a company that has put together a plan that they think is going to be lucrative, regardless of who raps the songs or does it. They're looking for a stooge that's going to be who they want. And that's the guy that gets that $1 million deal. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice to make in the music industry. You can either choose to be famous or you can choose to make money. I would rather make money. A lot of people that are famous are not making as much money as underground hip hop artists. Conway the Machine, who I just opened for on Sunday, he drops all of his projects on vinyl. Did you know this?
No.
Every time he drops a vinyl, it sells out in 5 minutes. Now, his records go for about $55 to $60 a piece, right? If you sell 1,000 of those in 5 minutes, how much money is that, bro? That's $60,000, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, $60,000. Now, where's that money going back to? It's going back to Griselda Records, which is their record label. You understand what I'm saying? The money that they put up to make the records came out of their pockets. You know what I'm saying? If he could do this every month, you know what I'm saying? If you do 60,000 12 times, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nick, look, either you're the way it goes is either you do this shit or you don't do this shit. If there is a hurdle in your way and you say, well, damn, I can't do that. Well, shit, I guess you're fucked and you're out of luck. Or you can say, all right, this is what I got to do. Bet, let's do it. And then you do it and then boom, now an obstacle is gone and you go to the next obstacle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas put a song out on SoundCloud and then it gets like 40 plays and they're like, nobody fucks with my shit. And then they delete their SoundCloud and they quit rap. You know what I'm saying? Every stand-up comedian has to do a shitty set before he's good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go through the empty show stage. You got to go out and perform in front of some empty crowds if you want to be in this industry, because people have to know that you can handle negative criticism. They have to know that you can handle things not going your way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing about getting into the music industry, because people are going to rely on you to deliver. And if you can't handle the pressure of being relied on to deliver, that's something that shows not in your music, that shows in the way you move through the industry. I mean, it never really was a transition. I always was developing artists my whole life. I started a rap group a really long time ago called Road to the Riches, which was comprised of me, Miss Bronx, and Atwaters, who is in Korea now doing crazy things musically. He was the first artist that I would say that I developed. I taught him how to like write 16s versus just 64 bars straight. And I kind of taught him how to structure songs and things like that. And through the process of that, we ended up making a project. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it usually happens for me. I'm working with an artist who I believe in. And through the process of just working with them to improve their sound, we end up making music. That's how Perception made Genesis, which was our first Wave Theory album. And then now the second album was Psych Montano, with Psych 101, who he moved down here. He didn't know anybody in Tampa. He knew Cambada. Cambada hit me up and gave me the cosign like, yo, this is a spitter. I need you to take care of him out there. This is what we talk about, the network. You feel what I'm saying? Cambada is a samurai swordsman lyricist. He calls me like, yo, you already know. I'm a lyricist. You're a lyricist. I'm telling you, this guy, take care of him. Psych got here. The first day he got here, we went drinking. I told him everywhere that we needed to be at, showed him all the shows. He came, saw me perform at Ella's. And a year and a half later, he's about to do The Vault for his album release on April 30th. 120 tickets sold, $75 VIP. A year and a half later, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like what we taught Psych and what we teach artists and what we train artists to do is know how to move. Stay till the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Stand in front of the stage when everybody's performing for everybody's set. You know what I'm saying? Show up when doors open. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that we teach in artist development that artists need to know. This is what gets you ahead of the game. These are the cheat codes. So you don't have to wonder or worry or feel bad or fuck up first. We're giving you the cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? Dress for the show, bro. Don't wear basketball shorts on stage. You feel what I'm saying? Don't wear sweatpants on stage. Don't go out with slides. You feel what I'm saying? These are the things that we have to instill in artists. Always be camera ready. You know what I'm saying? Always be ready to spit. I don't care where you are. I don't care when it is. I don't care who asked you. Always be ready to spit. Keep your ego at a minimum. Don't ever feel like you're too big to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. Like, it's all about how you carry yourself that determines whether you get to be in the room to even get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers at your seminar was falling asleep on the table. That's a great example. You know what I'm saying? Anybody falling asleep in that seminar, I already was like, nope, don't come up to me talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear nothing from you if you're falling asleep at an event you paid for to get game at. You know what I'm saying? So like, these are the things that guys like me look for. And artists don't know that we're looking at these things. They think we just care how many plays they have. We don't give a shit how many plays they have. We give a shit how many people are coming to their show. It's a combination of desperation because of COVID and a changing of the guard. A lot of the older guys who were running things, doing bad business, have been run out of the city in the past couple of years, 2018, 2019. There was a lot of big, grimy, shisty, shady promoter biz going on. And collectively as promoters in Tampa, we all just got that shit the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And now there's a very small group of promoters here in Tampa that all work very closely and collaboratively to, one, not step on each other's toes, to represent all genres evenly, and also to make sure that these artists are getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So now the scene in Tampa is much better because the guys who had to experience the way things were before as artists are now the guys running things as coordinators. So we have a much better insight on how it looks from the artist's perspective, and it makes for a much easier, fluid movement. Like that show I did with Conway, that was H who put that together in partnership with World Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? World Entertainment has brought Joey Badass out here. They're bringing real hip hop out here. They know to come to us because we're doing the local hip hop. So they know the local hip hop comes through us, and we're going to bring them to where the big guy, we meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So like with that, and then you have Broken Mold, which is Jody Acunto, Phil Benito. Everybody should know Joe and Phil if you are a performing artist in Tampa. They handle the booking for Shuffle, for Ella's, for Hooch and Hive, for all these places that are where artists are making their careers, making their name known. And they don't have a bunch of chains on, and they don't hold champagne bottles and stand around. They're just two regular white dudes with, you know what I'm saying, cargo shorts, drinking a beer, bro. And if you get distracted by the Instagram bullshit, you won't know to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You won't know that those are the guys that brought Erykah Badu here for GMF. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that got me on Mobb Deep and KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? Not the guy with the purple dreadlocks. He didn't do anything for anyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to instill in these young niggas is business has nothing to do with being on stage. The behind the curtain shit has nothing to do with the way it looks. It has to do with the way you move and the way you conduct yourself. Not even the way you conduct business, the way you conduct yourself personally. You know what I'm saying? I think people are starting to embrace juke as kind of like more of a vintage, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a niche, instead of it being like a disturbance. Back in the day, we couldn't get shows because they were saturated with juke guys. And we were mad at juke because of that, because we couldn't represent like old school hip hop the way we wanted to. Now we've taken the live music scene in our own control. We do what the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, there's no animosity, there's no bitterness, there's no negativity. Tom G did BET and everybody cheered him on. You know what I'm saying? And what we're trying to do now is connect the world that Tom G is in and a lot of these street rappers with the world of us boom bap heads and locals, because we're all trying to win together, you know? But there's a price difference between those worlds. The dope boy world is a different price market. You know what I'm saying? So if you're making dope money, you can pay $5,000 for a feature. You know what I'm saying? But if you're an underground hip hop artist on some conscious shit, you don't have, you know, bricks to flip for features. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different world of, it's a whole different genre of business, a whole different business model in the, I guess I would like to call it like the nightclub music scene versus the content-driven music scene. You know what I'm saying? We throw shows that the attraction of the show is the content, the music. They throw shows where the content is irrelevant. It's the experience. You know what I'm saying? You're going out for the lights and the champagne and the drinks and the pizzazz. We don't do that. But we've come to a point where we can say proudly, hey, we don't do that, but we love what they do. You know what I'm saying? And they can say proudly, hey, if you want that lyrical shit, y'all just fuck with Mike Mass and he got y'all, you know? So it's more symbiotic than competitive now. And I think that even crossing those genres together is going to be interesting moving forward. I mean, I'm not really up on the technology shit like that. Like I said, like, you know, but I've heard about the, what is it, NFTs or whatever? And like, I think it's interesting. It's an interesting concept. They're trying to basically make everything appreciate with value. And that is, to me, very interesting as a concept, because my new marketing strategy, and not to give everybody game or whatever, but it's to go with collectibles. Collectibles are the market, because collectibles appreciate with value because there's a finite amount of them. You know what I'm saying? So when I drop my album, it's coming out on vinyl. You know what I'm saying? And there's only going to be less than 500 of them in existence. So if you have one of them 20 years from now and somebody wants it and they can't get it from anywhere else, then you go ahead and charge however the fuck much you want for it, because it's of value to them sentimentally. You know what I'm saying? Sentimental value is what art is. Art, something becomes art when it is only valued at the amount that someone is willing to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the sneaker culture, which I love how sneaker culture has evolved beyond just being about Jordans. You know what I mean? Sneaker culture has evolved to being about, this sneaker is the only sneaker that used this specific material between this specific year, and it's worth $1,200 because of that. You know what I'm saying? My music will be collectible because of how high the quality level was lyrically and how few people knew about it at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not putting my shit on SoundCloud. Why? Because I might as well just share my music on Facebook for free if that's the case. You know what I mean? If somebody wants a product, they have to buy it. You know what I'm saying? If they want something free from me, then they can go watch my music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to control the access of the consumer to our product. We can't just give them our product for free anymore, because then there's not going to be any expectation that they have to pay for anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like the market is changing very, very much. And I'm adapting to it by going backwards, not forwards. I'm not worried about technology. I'm worried about what came before that, because technology changes every 5 years, but what doesn't change is that records are still being pressed and sold. I always say that the one way to find out what is universal is to look at what is timeless. You know what I'm saying? Things that have not gone out of style are vinyl records and old school hip hop. And custom fashion never goes out of style. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things. Break dancing, hip hop dancing never goes out of style. Always a thing, worldwide. So I'm worried about the universal hip hop culture, spreading that, contributing to it, being a part of that, and reminding these artists that they need to also be a part of it. That's cool, yeah. I think that to get on a playlist is great, but I mean, that shouldn't be a goal. Like, it's a playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody else likes your song, like, that's cool, but like, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that do for you? What does that do for you? Getting on a playlist. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna take that information and go to a venue and say, hey, I got put on a big playlist. Can I do a show here and you're gonna pay me? No, you can't. It's internet. It doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that I'm glad you're interviewing me about this, because people get so caught up feeling like professionals by looking into all this technical shit. They feel like they're professionals at their computers with their screens open and all these datas and forms, but they're basically sitting in that chair in that dark room trying to figure out how to get the light on. That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, like, I tell people, like, oh, this is a good example, right? People are crazy about their health. You know what I'm saying? How long have humans been alive? You feel what I'm saying? Like, thousands of years. Why are we worried about shit now that we weren't worried about 100 years ago? You feel what I'm saying? Why have we been able to be sold new problems that didn't exist before? That's marketing. You know what I'm saying? The artist is the new consumer because they're selling you ways to be famous. You think you are the businessman that's expanding his business, but you're really just getting got. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's doing this internet marketing shit, they're the ones making the money, because you're not going to make a fraction of that money that you paid them from your actual streams. And this is the important part to learn. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a physical presence, a physical network, and a true respect in real life from real musicians and real people in the music scene. Instagram. Go on Instagram and look at who likes your shit. Find people in any city that you want to perform in. Just find the Mike Mass in every city. That's my motto. There's a Mike Mass in every city. Just find him. You know how you find him? Hashtags. You go on Instagram, you type in hashtag Atlanta hip hop show, hashtag Tallahassee hip hop show, hashtag local hip hop New York. This is how I do everything. You know what I'm saying? Or DJs. Remember, hip hop, there's 5 elements, right? If you know hip hop culture, then you already know the answer to this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know hip hop culture, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general for the listener, hip hop culture is DJing, MCing, dancing, and art. You understand what I'm saying? So all of those avenues are places where you as a hip hop artist should be in order to expand your network. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, again, this should be second nature to anyone who's a rapper, because why are you a rapper and you don't know the elements of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? The internet is making niggas lazy, bro. It's spoiling niggas. Niggas is turning into, like, you know what I'm saying? Internet rappers, we make fun of them at shows. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because they not there. You're not there. You know what I'm saying? Because they scared. They timid. They don't want to, they can't stand next to a professional. And the only way to be comfortable standing next to professionals is to stand next to professionals. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no way to prepare yourself for in person without being there. And the longer people are waiting to be in person, the more time it's going to take them to get where they need to be before they're respected in a true music network. I mean, that's up to motherfuckers to figure out. That's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? You have to talk to strangers and be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? You have to get played and get treated cold by people and still be cool about it. You have to get told off by motherfuckers and come back again. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the last nigga there. You know what I'm saying? If you have a show and it's your first show, you perform your shit as best as you can. You meet everybody. You get every single person in the room's Instagram, every single person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, man? I'm Joe. What do you do? Yo, what's up, man? I'm Joe. What do you do, man? Oh, yeah, I do a podcast. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, where it's at? Hey, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to gravitate bodies, more and more bodies into the same place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out. I go, hey, you know, I'm Mike Mass. What do you do? Oh, cool. You should come to Shuffle Tuesday. Be there. Hey, you should come to Shuffle Tuesday. Be there. And I just send people to Shuffle in droves. And every Tuesday, all the promoters from Tampa come to Shuffle because they want to see who the talent is that I brought so that they can book them for their shows. You know what I'm saying? But if motherfuckers don't show up for the free shit that doesn't cost any money, why would they ever get booked for something that pays them? You know what I'm saying? The first step to getting booked is being out, period. And the motherfuckers that don't go out are never going to get booked, period. And it's really, like, I'm going to keep saying it over and over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to do anything other than just spread hip hop culture and create atmospheres where hip hop artists can perform in a place where their music is appreciated as art lyrically. That is just my goal. I don't have an agenda. You understand what I'm saying? I would like to release an album, which I will be doing this year. It's 99% done. I still have the Gil Scott-Heron album that's not out, and I'm still waiting on clearance for samples for that. I want to release it officially with Gil Scott-Heron as a posthumous collaboration album with the estate, which we've actually spoke to Gil Scott-Heron's son, and he loves the album. So I'm gonna wait on that. I don't want to rush something that I feel like is really complete. So that album, hopefully next year, maybe the year after, but it's gonna wait till it's ready. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting out music. My goal is to travel all over the country and bring what Tampa Bay's music scene has to every city in America. These other cities don't do what we do here. And you would think that, but they don't. We went to New York and we did, you know, we've done trips. I do these trips, bro. I've done 9 so far. We call them Tampa mob outs. We get about 9 or 10 people from Tampa, artists, musicians. We go to a city, we split an Airbnb, and then we do 3 or 4 shows in a row, 3 days in a row in whatever city we're at. Last run, we did New York, New Jersey, and we did 2 shows back to back. And we did Tulsa, Oklahoma. We went to Black Wall Street, bro. It was a life-changing experience for us to go to Greenwood Avenue and see that. And it's more than just doing shows. It's more than just music. It's camaraderie. It's family. It's experience. And we're growing as people by doing this. You know, by taking a risk on ourselves. Motherfuckers have to take risks. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing risky about the internet. The internet is just a bunch of numbers and data. You know what I mean? So I'm working on just getting everybody to understand how important it is to be confident in person, because confidence doesn't show through the internet. And nobody's going to trust you in front of a crowd of people unless they have seen you physically confident in front of a crowd of people. And that's really important for these artists to know. Yeah, man. Conway the Machine you're talking about? That one?
Yeah, Conway the Machine.
Yeah, so
that one.
It's crazy. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So K3 is an artist with Wave Theory. And, you know, he's got a couple shows coming up. He's been doing a lot. You know, he's in development. And I told him, we were just chilling in the house. I said, you know what, let's go to Ybor. Let's go to 7th just to see if we can go network and just vibe. You know, we go out to 7th. We're chilling on the strip. Who's there? H is there. Just chilling, waiting for his ride. We get to talking, chopping it up about how we're going to move forward in the music scene and how we need to collaborate and how things are better. And I'm like, yo, I'm interested. Let's link up soon. He walks off. We're like, yeah, I'm glad we came out today. Next day, he calls me, bro, you want to open up for Conway on Sunday? You know what I'm saying? Had I not been out, Joe, right? I wouldn't have been in his mind for that opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? This was 2 days before the show happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, the day after, the day he booked me, I made a call immediately to Cowboy by Takeo, which is a local independent clothing fashion brand that does their own designs. First thing I do, of course, I got to represent a local fashion brand when I'm on this big stage. They gave me a custom jacket and a custom t-shirt to represent their brand. That jacket I wore was hand painted the day I wore it. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, because of how I helped them promote their brand, they helped promote my brand to their consumer market who might not have even known who the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? Now they're supporting me from Tampa. I'm supporting them from Tampa, and Tampa as a whole music scene looks very professional as a result. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to that show and perform in basketball shorts, bro. I didn't perform in Nike or Jordan. I performed in local brand shit because I was in front of Conway in a picture with Conway rocking St. Pete fashion. You know what I'm saying? It was a real gruesome situation, that show, man. I had to really catch whole body bags on stage. And it's just another testament to, when I finished my set, I was like, real MCs don't rap over vocals. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of the openers, they rapped over their whole song. And the crowd response was really, really evident when you see that happen, that they just don't appreciate that, especially at a show where Conway the Machine is the headliner. And I just know that I move like a fucking lion, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to eat. I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no competition. I don't see nobody touching me at all in any way, lyrically, stage-wise at all. And I came in there for destruction. I came in there to destroy. You know what I'm saying? So the funny story is, when I went on, Chris Jackson, who's another MC out of Tampa, shout out to you, Chris Jackson, lyrical cat, dope. They decided that he was going to perform before Conway and I was before him. You know what I'm saying? Now, as an MC in the hip hop world, I got to make them pay for that. You know what I'm saying? He has to know you don't put niggas after me before the headliner. Did my set, bodied my set, right? So much so that when he went up, he was noticeably, you know what I'm saying? A little shaky. You know what I'm saying? That's on purpose, bro, because I'm a samurai. We are taking heads off. You know what I'm saying? And that's how hip hop is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's all respect and love. So at the end of his set, he was asking to do one more song. Like, can I do one more song? Can I do one more song? And H is just like, nah, bro, like, nah. And he had to like low key, like pull the mic out his hand. You know what I'm saying? So because his set ended like that, H is like, look, man, I need to get Mike Mass back up here to spit another 16. So he pulls me back on stage. I spit an acapella 16, body bag everything. And then it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was like samurai bow time, dog. And that's the type of shit I love. That's what I live for. I live for that, bro, for this hip hop shit. People say it doesn't exist anymore, but it does. You know what I'm saying? I walked up to Conway to get my picture. And I said, yo, you one of the best alive? I said, I promise you, I'm the second nicest nigga in this whole building next to you. And he was like, word, spit something right now to this beat that's playing. And I did. And his face was just like, oh shit, you know? And they got that shit on video. Now it's on the internet. People are sharing it. And, you know, it could be a good opportunity to me to work with for me to work with Conway. You know what I'm saying? Like, my goal is to work with alchemists, to work with people like Conway, to work with the Blue and Exiles and those guys, and not to work with them because I paid them or because I have a PR agent, but because I'm hot and they want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to buy my way into the interest of the legends. I want to earn the respect of the legends. And that's the difference between me and the way Wave Theory develops our artists and the rest of the market. These niggas just want to sit in the house in their flip-flops and pay a nigga and then be a hip hop legend. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You know how I got on there, bro? Do you want to know?
Yeah, give me some game.
DJ Casper, bro. DJ Casper is the DJ for Old Dirty Sundays. You ever been to ODS?
Yeah, that's like Crowbar.
Yeah. So guess what I did, bro? I went out every Sunday.
Seems to be a theme.
To ODS. Every Sunday I went out. Casper knew I rap. Some days he'll pass me the mic. Yo, spit some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm crushing it. Every time he wants, I'm right there, ready to rap. Every week I was there. You know what I'm saying? From open to close. And even when it closed, we go to Casper House after at 4 a.m. We be in there listening to beats till 6. The niggas who was too tired, I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. Those are the niggas who don't make it, bro. Oh no, I gotta get up. I gotta go. I have a shift. Nope. Get the fuck out the game, man. You ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's how I got on Sway. I got on Sway because I was at every motherfucking ODS spitting my fucking heart out, bro, ciphering with niggas. And Casper said, yo, I'm going to New York. You want to come? And I said, fuck yeah, I want to come. And guess what I did? I bought a plane ticket to New York. My team split an Airbnb. I did 2 shows out there while I had Sway. You know what I'm saying? I went to Sway in the morning. I wasn't even supposed to rap. I was just there with Casper, bro. I rapped on the radio and Sway said, stay, don't leave, stay. I stayed. Friday Fire Cypher came up. The niggas rapped. I stayed the whole time. They rapped. Somebody called in and was like, yo, I'm not really feeling these niggas that you got on the show today, Sway. And he was like, all right, bet. I got some niggas right here that I'm going to throw on. And there I was right in the wing waiting ready. And he said, you go. And I got on the mic and you saw what happened. And after that, everything happening to me right now is a result of that whole Sway in the Morning situation, bro. And it's because I went out. It's because I'm out, because I go out, because I know people, because I meet people, because I talk to people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna do shit from the computer, bro. Niggas ain't gonna do shit from the computer, bro. Facts. Yeah, man. Albert J and Psych Montano, Mansion Music. That's the next Wave Theory album that releases April 30th. You definitely got to come through to the vault for that show. It's a 1920s theme party. Rock a suit. It's a suit and tie affair. It's a dress affair for the ladies. Right now, this week only, the tickets are on sale for $25. They're half off. So general admission was $50, but just this week only is $25. I would highly recommend anybody listen to this get a ticket and be out, be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This event is sponsored by the CW, which is the people who own the gin joint. These are people who are millionaires that are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the biggest independent hip hop shows ever in the history of Tampa at the Vault. Also, Blood in the Water is out on all major platforms. The video is out on YouTube. Make sure y'all check that out. That's my latest release. Lilith, her album is out, Chaotic Composure, produced by me and Perception. Go get that. And, you know, just go out, nigga, go out. Get the fuck out the house, man. Everybody that's listening, if you're an artist, stop that computer bullshit, man. Stop all that stupid data, numbers, ad shit, man. Go to an open mic and body some shit. And if you're not dope, then get doper, bro. Don't worry about marketing your music until your shit dope. Worry about being dope first and then worry about marketing your shit. Facts.